maturity at the 9 month to give birth to it, and she had 7 failures, but after that, Iggy took over, and they finally came up with a man and a woman in their image and likeness. So well done that if you stood, like I said, the Anunnaki man and woman nude next to a human, a Homo sapien man and woman, Nubian man and woman, you couldn't tell the difference between them. Especially the women, they were identical. But the man had extended skin on his penis, foreskin, so that they developed the law of circumcision to make that correction. Other than that, you couldn't tell the difference between them at all. But they had certain surgeries that they did to disconnect certain things inside of them to drop the intellect of the Adamite, right? And they wanted them to be skilled laborers to be able to follow commands, but not to be too inquisitive to ask questions about why they were doing this, etc., you know? But yeah, it was them that Mother Niti was very much involved in the project.
So she doesn't play any role, as in like with you raising the 144,000 or anybody like that. They're just out of the picture right now.
Yeah, see, what it was is she played her role in that she didn't let all of them become destroyed, right? She was protective with kind of a mother instinct. Mother Ninti is why they call her Mother Ninti. Or Mamie, like I said, short for mama, right? So maternal instincts are the reason why you're here now. So what's happening is they're looking for 97 corrections to make in you all. We were sitting here to scout out the planet and find among you. You see, there's a difference between a man with a little devil in him and a devil with a little man. One is a man, the other is a devil. And so a lot of these beings here are predominantly lizards or reptiles or either chimpanzees, monkeys. I mean, literally monkeys. If you do a simple search, and they call it human DNA, and you look up in comparison chimpanzee DNA to human DNA as they speak, when we talking about the white man, it's over 98 to 99% chimpanzee DNA. When somebody do a simple quick search on Google to see what percentage human DNA is chimpanzee DNA, and the matchup is like 98 to 99% monkey. You understand? So what they're looking for is those among you that have more DNA from them than you do from the beast and the reptilians. Do you understand? And those are the ones that will be chosen. Those are the ones that will be chosen, the elite few that will be selected, that will be called out of the pack of beast and taken back to be reintegrated into the Intergalactic Confederation. Are you following me?
Yeah.
Right. And the rest of them going to be left down here with the monkeys and reptiles. Because they can't make the grade. They're just not conscious enough. You follow? They don't have that intellectual power or ability inside of them. They don't have a soul. They don't have enough of the supreme beings in them to make the cut.
Is that the HAR1 gene?
Yeah, HAR1 has a lot to do. It's a very significant gene, yeah. That's a riskier gene. Yeah. And that's coming forward too in these latter days and making itself more evident. It is a great question. And the answer is, this group right here is the only group on the planet where the disciples are performing miracles and healing at a distance and moving stars and moons and etc. You follow me? And some are bending spoons with their mind, walking through, levitating and doing a lot of different things. It's because those chosen beings are among us. I need somebody to look in the Holy Tablets and find out where Shambhala and Agartha in the back of the book are. For me. For us. Right quick, please.
Hotep Huamana.
All right, next question.
I have a question. How are you?
I'm doing all right. Good to hear your voice.
Thank you. So, I was in Florida, and I was looking up at the sky. It was night. And so, of course, there were some shams up there. And then, all of a sudden, there was what you could call a shooting star. But, of course,
let me ask you, what part of Florida were you in?
Sunny Isles.
Okay, is that anywhere around Gulf Breeze?
I don't know, but I know it's where the Trump Hotel is.
Okay, now Gulf Breeze, Florida, we have an underground base there. And that's where, you have a lot of shams that are visible all the time there.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask.
And who was that? Who was that guy? It's not Ed Walters, but that contactee in Florida. Who was that guy's name again?
The guy that saw the sham was Ed Walters.
I know Ed Walters saw some. Is that Ed Walters that sees the sham? Look up on YouTube and look up extraterrestrial craft in Gulf Breeze, Florida. It'll come right up. And somebody should be busy looking up Shambhala and Agartha in the back of the Holy Tablets. Well, go ahead, sister. You had more you wanted to share?
Yeah, I wanted to know well, I think you might have answered it. My question was what's up under Florida?
That's it. Risky invasives.
What?
That's right. So you were seeing real shams. They're there.
Yeah, and so something is calling me back there. And so I had made plans on going back there for the Christmas week. And so,
I'd follow my instincts.
Okay. Well,
there are bases on the extraterrestrial bases on the coast of California. Look at the country of Japan. After World War II almost came to an end, the United States decided to drop 2 atomic bombs, one on Nagasaki and the other on Hiroshima. But after they dropped the bomb on Nagasaki, the Japanese still didn't surrender because they had an agreement with the government of Japan to drop another one on Hiroshima because the Japanese wanted to rid themselves of the extraterrestrial bases of negative beings that were under their coastline. And so they allowed the United States to drop another atomic bomb, before they surrendered.
That's right.
Wow. But there are lots of extraterrestrials involved in this Earth project. I've been visited by species very recently, personally visited.
So how did you know that you were visited? Were you you were talking to them?
You know, they're interdimensional beings. So we were in the house, and I had vibrated to a higher frequency. It was me and the brother Hotep here, and then another taller, kind of light-skinned brother. I don't know who he is, but he's always with me in these situations quite frequently. And I heard like a car engine in the sky. It sounds crazy. And I looked up and I saw a nebula up there, you know, a lot of, like a birthplace for stars. It was kind of gaseous, very colorful, different colors. And I heard a car engine, and then the car pulled up to the front of it, then it dropped back, receded. Then it gunned itself up again, and then I saw the headlights. The car came out of the nebula and went down into the roof of my store, the right stuff. And so I started handing out shotguns and pistols, you know, because I was confused about what was happening. And they came out of the front door of the store through the iron bars and locked doors and walked across the parking lot up the stairs to the bars in the front room. So I went to the door and let them in. And it was like 4 middle-aged white people, 2 men and 2 women. They had on red and black flannel jackets like old white people wear, like when they hunt or do something, but it wasn't very heavy material. And they had on, like some of them had on little caps, but they were kind of short.